Welcome to Unit 3 Biology. I'm Andrew Douchy, and I'll be your guide as we go through Unit 3 Biology here in EdRoller. This is a fantastic course. The new VCAA course, I think, is beautifully constructed, and it all hangs together so nicely as we go through the unit. I think you'll see as we learn each new thing, it just adds to things that you already knew, and one thing builds on the other, and your knowledge of biology will get deeper and deeper and deeper and more fantastic as we go along. This is Douchy's Biology, Episode 1. Douchy's Biology. Douchy's Biology. When we're looking at this concept of gene expression, that is, taking the information in DNA and turning it into proteins, what happens is this. We've got our DNA in the cell. The DNA is transcribed to make a molecule that we call messenger RNA, messenger RNA. The blue sections we call exon, the pink sections we call introns. More on this later, by the way. Messenger RNA. So we all know that coughs and sneezes spread diseases, but why? What is in a sneeze? What Border Control is doing at the airport is they're trying to keep bad people out. Okay? They're trying to keep drug traffickers, people with weapons, because the idea is if you don't let bad people in, you don't have a problem. Well, you might have a problem with time grown, but if you keep bad people out, that's half the problem that's solved. It's our first line of defense. The outer surface of your skin is completely made of dead cells. When I look at you, what I see really is a layer of death. In fact, the only thing when you look at somebody that you see that's alive is their eyes. Let's first of all talk about what we mean by the term species. That's an important concept to know if we're talking about speciation. The classic definition of a species is the ability to mate and produce fertile offspring. If two individuals can mate and they can have babies who are viable, they live, and not only do they live, but they're fertile, that is, they're able to have babies of their own, we say that those two individuals are members of the same species. Homo deniscens. And where that fits in the human evolutionary tree as well. To manipulate DNA, recombinant plasmids. Recombinant plasmids is a small extra chromosomal loop of DNA. Let's look at genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, as we like to call them. Of course, some people don't like genetically modified organisms. Well, they say that all genetically modified organisms should be labelled as such. These people, obviously, they just think it's evil. They just think that it's wrong from Satan instead of Monsanto. And a pandemic sort of means the same as an epidemic, except that for it to be a pandemic, it needs to cross social, ethnic, and especially national borders. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope to speak to you again really soon.